Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast.
Oh, what was that
I don't
noise?
know what that was, but that was awful.
Don't cut that out.
Your headphones are gonna be really loud. I just saved you.
They're not that bad.
Because I saved you. They were down here.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, turn that down.
They were down here.
So Chris has a lot to talk about today. Chris, do you want to get us going?
First of all, what are you mad about?
Oh, yeah.
Can't forget that.
I'm mad that the Yankees and Astros series got postponed by a day because now the Ohio State game isn't gonna be on Fox.
Ohio State.
And I'm upset about it.
Understandable. Josh, what are you mad about today?
I am mad that I lost my AirPods 2 days ago, and then I was going to grab my headphones from my dress drawer at home, and I forgot them today. So I'm headphoneless again today.
That's unfortunate. I have mine, but only the one works. But I'm not even mad about it.
Do you have your AirPods? Or your
Yeah, my AirPods. I'm mad that because the Alamo was attacked in the Spanish-American War, that it led to Ray Allen hitting a 3 in the corner and tying the game against the Spurs, which led to the Heat winning the series in
You know,
2014.
every single day, I know he's going to do it, but it throws me off. He goes off with some history beef, and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking? I'm like, oh, wait.
And it just makes me sick that not only would Tim Duncan have another ring, but so would Tracy McGrady. And he never got a ring. He retired rings.
Oh, my God, imagine.
Oh,
Yeah.
just
Oh
Ray
my
Allen.
God,
How could you do
wow.
that to a fellow basketball
Oh,
legend?
Tracy McGrady have a ring.
Because he was on the Spurs that year. He signed a 1
He was on the Spurs that year,
He
Chris.
was.
Oh, my God.
2014.
He was on the Spurs that year.
No, he did. Briefly. He wasn't like,
Can you believe he was on the Spurs
right,
that
so
year?
he would have gotten a ring. But
He was
Ray
on
Allen
the
just had to go and
Spurs.
mess that up.
Oh, my God, he was on the Spurs. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That was made clear.
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, he's out 3 weeks.
Best case? That's not bad.
What happened to his knee, right?
dislocated it.
He had a hurt ankle, and his QB called the quarterback. His coach called the QB snake, and he dislocated his knee.
Wasn't it just his
Now-
kneecap?
Kneecap, but
I was
they're
getting
doing,
high
they're doing,
just his
they're
kneecap.
doing MRIs to see if there's any ligament damage. Best case
Ligaments.
scenario, he misses 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Messed
because
up.
if you dislocate your shoulder, you can like tear one of the ligaments in there. Your rotator cuff can be torn. I think it's your rotator cuff. So it must be the same for a knee. If it dislocates, you tear one of the muscles that like wraps around it.
So did it happen just him running or when he got tackled?
He was running. I didn't watch the game.
Dang, that's messed up.
But they won because of playing the fucking Broncos.
The Broncos have a sick logo though.
It's not bad, yeah.
Meh.
I like the Broncos retro helmets.
I like the Chargers color
Old
scheme.
Bronco blowing the smoke out of his nose. Yeah, that's a good
Although
one.
it reminds me of a chess piece. I'm not the biggest fan. I think it is a chess piece, isn't it?
I
It's
think
the
it
knight-
might be,
It's the
actually.
knight from chess.
Remember in Harry Potter when they played
Ron's-
giant chess and Ron like sacrificed himself in chess?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Why can't I not type today?
Did you type in Lego?
This one, yeah.
That's not a chess piece.
I like that,
team.
though.
Sorry, I don't have perfect memory. Okay.
Yeah, you should be sorry, Chris.
But that's I like this logo better than the new one. Better than like
I mean, that's kind of badass.
maybe if I type in logo instead of Lego.
What the? See the panties. If I go back, hit the back button.
Nice.
Yeah,
Can't
no, I
think
like
of something
this
to get for
logo
your
better.
girl? You can get a Broncos PS4.
It's just a skin.
So weird.
Any other tea you want to spill, Chris?
Yeah, actually, I do. Someone told me last night that
So,
their most hated athlete of all time is LeBron James,
why?
Who told you this?
and it just tore my heart out. I was just completely disheartened.
Who said that?
Jocelyn.
Why? What?
Oh.
Does she even follow sports?
Yeah.
Damn.
Why does she hate
What was
LeBron?
her reasoning to back it up?
She said this was her main argument, which made no sense to me. She said he's so big that he could play any sport, so why would he be the GOAT in basketball? And I was like, what?
It sounds like she doesn't follow sports. Like you said she
Yeah.
follows sports, but it doesn't sound like she follows sports.
It just made me a little upset.
In all of sports?
I had
I was
something
talking
else
about
to
how
say,
much
but that was just so
I
dumb.
was talking
that,
about
like,
how much I hate the Yankees. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I hate the Yankees. Like, you know how much I hate the Warriors? Multiply that by 100. That's how much I hate the Yankees.
Sometimes I hate when you talk, Chris.
Why?
Because you just say like these weird things.
What was weird about that?
You know how much I hate the Warriors? Multiply that by 100. That's how much I hate the Yankees.
That's not something weird to say. That's
Just
like
like the
normal
hatred is so like
I don't like
unnecessary.
those teams.
Like I hate the Sixers, but like not that
Sorry, I'm a
much.
sports fan on a sports podcast talking about how I don't like sports teams.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, Chris.
Why'd you have to go ham there, James?
I feel like I did. I feel like
James
Chris
just
is the
likes
one
to
who went
take
ham.
any shot that he can.
I don't. That's not it. That's really not it. I just felt like it was too intense. Like I've never really understood the whole like hating sports teams and people on other sports teams.
Because they suck.
You just gotta
It's
leave it.
just
You just gotta leave it on the court.
It's just Red Sox
My
fans.
chair
Are,
won't lean back now, and I'm kind of mad about it.
if you're a Red Sox fan, you don't hate the Yankees. You're not a Red Sox fan.
Oh, like I hate the Yankees, but I don't hate them that much.
I hate the Yankees. Cannot stand the
All
Yankees.
right. Big issue.
And let me tell you, when Carlos Correa hit the home run last night, I was ecstatic. You gonna be all right?
No.
His chair was giving him issues.
Yeah, okay, we're good. Yep, I figured it out. Okay, there we go. Wasn't leaning back. That was making me big mad.
Glad you got that fixed. Glad you got that worked out.
What was he yelling at us for? Switching to another 5-hour recording call. Make sure you want to. All right, we're good. Back to our regularly scheduled podcast. I'm sorry, what?
I had something else I wanted.
Some people just walked in.
I started applying to colleges last night.
What, did you apply to University of the Saltmarsh?
Utah.
Yeah, that one too.
I started to, but I didn't like actually.
Did you just add them to your college board account?
Yeah, but like I filled out like all the details for the Common App and stuff. It's getting real.
I keep forgetting to fill out all my college stuff. I have to do that this weekend.
Yeah, I emailed my counselor and said, "Yo, can we like meet?" She was like, "Yep." Actually, she didn't say yes yet. I just emailed her. So there could be a future podcast without me.
You know what's the most annoying thing is colleges that aren't on Common App.
Yeah.
Yeah, like why? It's
I had
so
a bunch.
weird.
I had like the niche,
yes, we
the
understand.
website to look at colleges and stuff. I had one of those, and I had like a bunch of colleges in there, and I was like just typing them into the Common App, just like add to that list, and like half of them were. in
Yeah,
it.
so many colleges aren't there. It's weird. Like, why would you not?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Sorry if there's background noise. We have
We have guests.
Yeah.
Do the Perry noise. Everybody try to do a Perry the Platypus. That wasn't bad. I just can't make the gargle come in the back of my
Did
throat.
you know Perry the Platypus and Agent P are the same?
Perry.
Wait, they are?
Oh, I just got
Fucking
platypus.
kidding me?
Agent P.
I didn't
That was my Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
God. Oh my god.
Did you guys like my Dr. Doofenshmirtz?
I wasn't listening. I was too shocked.
I know you
to
weren't
hear
listening because you guys
Platypus
were
and
being
Agent
stupid and I hate you.
P are the same person.
Did you know The Rock and Dwayne Johnson?
Wait,
the same
I'm sorry, what?
Did you know Donald Glover and Childish Gambino are the same person?
Please don't tell me that Dom from Fast and Furious and Vin Diesel are the same person.
I got sick of it. I can't take it anymore. I'm sorry.
This is
Oh
something
my
that you
God.
would do.
No, it's not.
1 billion
This
percent.
is something I've seen a million times on the internet and I never think it's funny and I just can't take it anymore.
I think that was funny because I watched the Fast and Furious last night.
The Perry and the Platypus.
And you know what, Chris? I used that little hack where if you type in like a movie in the Google Docs. Yeah. Because I wanted to watch Fast 6 and it's not on anything. So I was like,
Is that the one where Paul Walker died?
no, that's the
No,
one where
that's
they go to
7.
Rio.
I never watched any of them except for the one where Paul Walker died.
Okay, well, you're a fake fan. So
I'm not a fan.
Exactly.
When I see you again. That's how it goes at the end. And then Paul Walker drives away and everyone's all boo, but I don't really care.
He's driving a Supra.
I went to Dunkin's this morning because I wanted a burrito bowl. Your Dunkin's. Your old Dunkin's.
Actually?
Yep.
Did they make it wrong?
No,
Did it smell
it's
bad?
delicious. Oh, those are so good.
Left my house at 6:10 this morning. Got to my parking spot at like 6:30 because my sister. No, not even. I got to school at like 6:25 and I because I had to drop my sister off at school for a meeting at 6:40, so that was fun. And I got to my parking spot at 6:30. School starts at 7:15, so you know I was just chilling for 45 minutes.
Yep.
I got
School starts at 7:15. Left my house at 6:50.
I leave my
Showed up
house
to school at
at
7:45.
I leave my house at 6:40 every morning. I left my house this morning at 6:25 so I could go get Dunkin's.
Jesus Christ.
I really wanted Dunkin's this morning.
Really wanted the burrito bowl.
Yesterday was the first time in like a long time I was actually up at 5:20. I'm supposed
because
to
I
be,
watched-
and then early.
I get up at 6.
5:20.
I get up at 6:20 and my dad door at 6:40.
No, I usually get up at 5.
Well, I get up at 6, but I just am terrible at getting out of bed in the morning.
Do you guys ever think like this is all gonna be a memory one day? No, it's really like we're just you know
You can't just be like, you ever think there's gonna be a
James.
memory that we're just like and expect us to know what you're talking about.
like this is something
That wasn't yours, so.
we're gonna like tell our kids about this and it's
Right,
gonna
that
be
we
a
get a
memory.
podcast.
And like this is something like
Well,
this is all gonna be everything here is gonna be obsolete and none of this is gonna matter.
well,
and
when our podcast blows up and we're still doing this when we have kids, they'll understand.
and then our kids will take over for us on the podcast.
It'll be such a busy schedule because we're all doing tours across the world for our sports podcast.
And my kids will hate me because I'm always traveling for
It'll,
work.
it'll be like a weekly podcast, and we'll all call in from different corners of the world just to talk about the sports news.
Yeah, I'll call in while I'm driving my kid to school in my Range Rover.
I'll call in while I'm driving a Ferrari 458 around the Nürburgring.
I'll call in for my 2006 Volvo station. And then-
Me and Josh just took all the profit. James
and
is
then,
like,
and then mid podcast, I wrap it around a telephone pole and die.
James is still ranting about his wife and her new boyfriend.
God, my wife just
guys, my wife.
He just
my
bought a new
wife's boyfriend
car,
got
but they won't buy
something
me a
again.
new car.
she broke up with the other one, then she got a new one. I'm so mad.
They put all the profit from my podcast in a savings account. They won't let me touch it until I'm 46.
And then you hear like my kid in the back seat, and then you hear like me crash the car. I can't take it anymore. Chris, what's going on in your phone?
When I was pulling into Dunkin's this morning, Cam was pulling out of Dunkin's, and I knew it was his car because it's the only bummy Audi like that. And I see it. Oh, that's Cam. He pulls out, and I see him driving away. And there's something hanging from his car,
What?
like under his car. I don't know. That's what he. And I told him, I was like, "Hey, by the way, I saw it this morning. Something was dragging from your car." And he goes, "I know. I turned the radio down and I could hear it." I'm like, Cam.
Was it like a big piece, or
It
was
was
it like,
some black thing. It was dark. It was still like 5 in the morning.
where was it hanging from his car?
He said back or front. It was like towards the front.
Probably just like they put like covers underneath there, so no rocks
Probably-
can
yeah,
get by the
probably
engine bay.
When was
So
the
it's
last time
probably just a little cover.
you saw Josh's car, James?
What?
When was the last time you saw his car? He took everything off of the inside and just threw it in
Yeah.
his trunk.
All the plastic paneling off my roof
He
and
said-
the back.
He said an acorn hit the roof of his car. He thought it got
Oh,
shot.
yeah. So I took the roof off, so there's no like carpet. It's just like the bare metal. And I was driving it for the first time. It's wicked loud because like all the wind and everything. And an acorn fell on my roof, and it sounded like somebody shot a gun right at my car. It was so loud. It's great.
Oh, he thinks this is Bumber. He said, "Fuck, it's
Bumber.
probably my number," and then he said Bumber. So in English this morning, we had a vocab test yesterday. Yeah, we have vocab quizzes.
That's stupid.
Seniors in high school give us a vocab quiz, but he graded it real quick, and he put it in this morning, and he put it in as a negative 161.
Oh my god, what?
It dropped my grade 30 points, and I was like, then he fixed it.
He put it as a negative 161.
Yeah, no, I literally.
What did you
took it.
actually
How do you do
I got
that?
I got a 97. He put negative 97 out of 60, and it's a negative 161.
How do you do that?
He said I was doing it on my phone, and normally when you put a dash in there, it just does it automatically. I'm like, no, a dash means negative, sir.
What? Why was he putting in 161?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's my first question.
Honestly,
you got 97.
God bless anyone who ever wants to become a teacher. 'cause
My
it
sister
couldn't
is
be me.
becoming a teacher right now.
Could not be me.
Rip. Who's she gonna teach?
History. She
Ooh,
was.
she's gonna be hated.
She was inspired by Jeffrey Soika. True story.
Well, yeah, but like, she's
Jeffrey
gonna be,
Soika still likes her more than me, and I've spent more time with Soika.
That's probably it. You just can't let him get to know you too well.
About
He doesn't
6
like me because I put a bunch of weird photos in my presentation. I
About
showed you guys.
45 days a year, 4 years in a row, plus like another like 10 maybe from random days in school, and he likes my sister more. Like, 'cause she's smart.
Yeah.
I'm just not as smart. I'm the disappointment of the family. It's whatever.
It's okay, Chris. At least you're pro breast cancer.
No, he's not pro breast cancer.
Yes,
He
it is.
supports the
That's
fight
why
for
we're
breast
wearing the
cancer.
pink because we're pro breast
Oh,
cancer.
oh.
Chris, back me up. We wear the pink today.
He
'cause
yells
we're
at us
pro
for
breast
doing that whole
cancer.
skit about The Rock and Vin Diesel, and then he does this. Pro breast cancer. I'm pro breast cancer.
And every morning he has to talk about. "Oh, Tim Duncan."
Yeah.
Do you feel bad being from Boston and being a Boston Celtics fan that your favorite basketball player of all time is from the Spurs?
Who's your favorite basketball player of all time?
Larry Bird.
Really? Are you just saying that? Because I have a feeling you're just saying that.
I might be just saying that. If I would have been old enough to watch him, maybe.
Oh, for sure. If I had watched Larry Bird in his prime, like just cook like that, he'd definitely be my favorite player.
Cam is just spamming me. I'm like, I don't care about your car.
You're so bad at texting, Chris. You just never text people back.
No, see, I do. It's just.
You have to get him in an engaging conversation.
You have to like focus
Sorry,
on
I didn't
something.
text you back when you asked me if I won after I lost.
You have to focus on like it's every time. You have to focus on something Chris is interested in, or he will not text you back. Like if you ask him a question and it bores him, he's just not gonna answer.
That's me too. As soon as the conversation dies, I'm just like,
Sorry, I am a 21st century kid. That's how I was
Yeah.
raised.
It's just obnoxious. Like if someone asks me a question, even if I don't care, I'm gonna answer it because like it's just
Well, I mean, I'll answer it, but then I won't like
it's
it.
common
You
courtesy.
should
Like,
be an
that's it.
English teacher, for real.
It's being nice. Is that simple enough for your brain, Chris?
You should be an English teacher.
Not everybody deserves
With your
my niceness.
philosophies, with your philosophical garbage.
Philosophical.
Not
It's just
everybody
common
deserves
courtesy.
my time. My time is valuable, and not everybody needs that.
You spend most of your time in lunch snapping pictures of your face to other people.
I know.
That's it. Is that
Yeah,
really
those
what
people
you're
deserve my time.
Put your phone down and talk.
What am I doing right now?
Oh, that's what James wants you to do at lunch.
doing? No, I just
Are
don't
you,
get Snapchat.
James wants me to talk at lunch. This kid spends literally an average of 30 minutes each lunch period just scrolling through Instagram.
Oh, we have a hypocrite.
Yeah, because I like you guys are boring at lunch now. It used to be fun at lunch, but ever since
Who else is there?
ever since you and Kaylee broke up,
Yesterday was fun. People yelled penis really loud. Like Zach Plaza yelled, uh-oh. And then Rocco just goes, penis. And then he goes, O'Day, your turn. And O'Day goes, penis. And then Miguel did it. And then Mr. Heavey comes storming over. He goes, they were yelling penis really loud. And I know it's Miguel and Rocco that were yelling penis really loud for a fact.
Who said that?
Miss Larkin, an English teacher.
Oh.
But the way he goes, they were yelling penis really loud. It's like, come on.
Chill out, buddy. Yeah, no, it depends whether our lunch is boring or not. I don't know.
What the?
it's just full of annoying people. Like JJ. JJ goes ham every day.
Oh,
It's
Chris,
really annoying.
he is literally the most annoying person ever.
Chris Rocky said he got a 1240 on his SAT.
Pog.
Damn.
That is impressive.
What did you get the second time you took it? Do you know yet?
I don't know yet. I probably could find out.
Yeah.
You said you did worse, right? Because you
I
wanted to
think I
like
did
ace the math, and then you got to the math, and you're like, oh,
So I was
never mind.
walking behind someone this morning with Nick, and he goes, yeah, I got a 770 on my English and my math. I'm like, I'm sorry. He's like, I got one question wrong in each. I'm like, fuck you.
James, what's your
Remember when-
pin?
It
Remember
says
when,
you had me at hello.
remember when Miss Fiery said she'll buy us Amazon gift cards if we got 800 on them?
Yeah, and nobody did. Classic. She's one of my college recommendations.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know who wants to write my college recommendations.
I was gonna ask a teacher, but now I've procrastinated. I feel like it's too late now.
So you're just not gonna get one. You need one.
No,
One of my
most
favorite-
the schools I'm going to, I don't need one.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I was looking last night in the schools that I want to go to, or like my top 3 that I was going to apply to.
All the schools I want to go to require 2 teachers and your guidance counselor. So that's
Oof.
epic.
All of mine require a counselor, but
Yeah, but I was going to ask this
also.
one teacher because I really liked him.
You know, you can ask coaches.
But like
and,
I also failed his
bosses,
class.
too.
Yeah, but they don't really want bosses as much. Like coaches is fine, but they want people like within
I would
school.
ask Soika, but I feel like I upset him recently. So
Dance
imagine I ask Walker, I'm like, hey, can you give me a recommendation? He's like,
Oh, sure, Chris. Yeah, sure.
Actually, I feel like
I'd be like,
Soika,
what's your name again?
I feel like Soika, he's a very goofy guy, but I feel like he would buckle down and be really serious about that and give
No,
me a nice
not-
recommendation.
Yeah, but I just upset him recently, so I don't think that would be.
Oh no.
The way we acted after we lost.
Anyone got any fun plans this weekend?
Going to Connecticut,
Why?
see my sister.
I don't think I've ever been to Connecticut.
Going to a UConn game. Apparently UConn sucks at football. I didn't know that.
They are trash.
Say to that.
It's because they went to a different conference for basketball, so now they're just absolute poopy butt in football.
Hmm.
You should go to UConn.
No.
Oh.
She just lives right near UConn.
Hunter Hazard goes to UConn. Say what's up to him.
For
while you're
volleyball,
there.
right? Or no?
Yeah.
He didn't go for volleyball, right?
He plays for them.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But did he get a scholarship?
I know 2 other people from Manchester that go to UConn.
He likes the gym there.
One of them played tennis.
I hope
Of course, the
people come.
gym's big. It's a basketball school.
I hope people. I hope people come to my games this year.
Your volleyball games?
Epic. Yeah.
Me too. I'll be there.
Dude, Blake and I went last year. Blake and I were hype.
I'll be there because I'll be on the team.
I will be right on the bench,
Shut
ready
up.
to.
I'm trying out.
You guys
Yes, I
need to
am.
get a hype bench this year. Like you guys need to get hype on the bench.
I will. If
No, Chris, you won't.
Chris, you won't be on the bench.
I won't be on the bench.
I'm.
No, but like you say, yeah, I'll be hype on the bench. But like Chris,
Because I won't be on the bench. If I'm on
no,
the
but
bench,
but when you are on the bench, you'll probably you gotta do something like that. That'd be so funny.
I'm gonna turn the bench on the 2019 Brooklyn.
Yeah, dude, it's gotta be a bench mob.
talk to Nick Tufts.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nick. I'll be out there though.
I'm legit thinking about trying out just so I can be in the bench mob.
I'll be
Can you
on the
please?
court.
I'd
I'll
be
be
so
on the
hype
court.
on the bench.
And he just gets a big ass name. Just go. He's just falling on the floor. He's
Usually, when I'm on the bench, I don't even pay attention to the game.
or like LeBron. Or like LeBron, you're just like.
Yeah, step all over the court.
Kevin's one of those guys.
Just get yellow carded.
Or no, I want to do the one where someone gets a spike and then we all get on the ground, pretend we're rowing in a boat.
No, please don't.
That would be
Yeah,
so
that's a
fun.
little much.
That would be so fun. That's the fun.
I don't know, James. Every time I score a point, you can do that. But like, if anybody else,
Yeah, I'm
scores-
sure you'll be a top scorer, Josh.
Oh, of course.
I'm one of those kids where it's like, hey, we're not gonna lose. Get in.
Okay, we're not gonna
Didn't
lose.
he play you at Setter last year? One game.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He was
No,
an
no,
awful
one-
Is
coach.
Kevin not a
So it
center?
was-
Kevin is not a setter.
Setter.
It was
Oh,
under
I thought he was a
pressure
center.
because Josh. That was when Josh was. That was against Lawrence, and Josh couldn't block, so he put me in. Because then for the defense, I played right side.
You know who can't block? Lucas can't block. That's the one thing about Lucas. Says
But we can only get like
Oh.
3 inches over the net.
Yeah, Lucas is like 5'9",
I get,
5'10".
I get as much just standing there for my own.
yeah, but I mean that's just like Josh blocked. This is
Yeah,
one
Jo-
good thing
Jo-
about him. But
I didn't play last year. I'm gonna play
Lucas
this
is
year.
Lucas is great. I love Lucas, but I wish he could block.
He just can't jump.
He doesn't have the
I know
vert
it's his
for it.
I know it's his size, but I wish he could.
Well, he doesn't have the vert for it. Like it doesn't matter about size. Like I was touching rim yesterday.
Yeah, I was throwing down like 368.
Aw, is that your first time touching rim, James?
No. No, I've been touching rim for a couple months now,
Just top of that.
I've been touching rim since about 8th grade.
and we
Yeah.
still can't dunk.
My name
so
is DeQuavius.
I'm pretty sure I touched rim in 8th grade.
You know the #1 point guard for the class of 2020 just committed to Kentucky.
For
But
here?
Kentucky was good.
Yeah, but why would you? If you're the #1 point guard for the class of 2020, why would you go to Kentucky?
Wait,
He wants
in
his
like
own team.
all of the U.S. or for Pinkerton?
U.S.
You gotta do
If
all-
someone
all
from
of
Pinkerton just committed to Kentucky,
Oh, I don't
if
know.
If someone from New Hampshire committed to Kentucky, someone from New England outside of like Massachusetts committed.
No, there's like a school in.
Did you talk to that guy yet about his Candia basketball team?
Yeah, Jalen.
No, I didn't.
I was banging threes yesterday. I'm telling you, you gotta sit him down and be like, look, this kid
All the
James.
Jesse kids were there.
You gotta be like, look, this kid James bangs threes. He's money on the bank, and he's clamp on D. And then he'll be like, wow, this kid James sounds like the real deal. And then you'll be like, he's 5'6", and you'll be like, never mind.
Can Blake dunk?
No.
Which is a shocker to
Blake
me.
can't jump
I
really.
hate people that are just wasted big people that can't jump.
Like me.
Yeah, Blake.
I remember when he showed up to the first day of volleyball tryouts and then just didn't come back.
Yeah, and he was like, I'm not good.
Walker's probably drooling over him.
When you see Blake, you're like, oh my god. And then he like
No,
starts
actually-
to move, and you're like, oh no.
Blake moves like he's 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
He also walks around like he's a depressed. Like,
Oh my god, watching him play
Saturday
soccer,
night.
it's hard to. He's a good soccer player, but it's so hard to watch. He looks so uncomfortable all the time.
You just see him skiing.
Yeah.
When he jumps, oh my god, he literally goes. This is how he can jump, so he doesn't lose bounce. He goes, and he does it with his hands.
Yeah.
With his 8 feet, he just goes. Oh, it's a great.
Oh my god, I bet his skis are huge.
One time, we were going up a lift, didn't lift his tips, snapped off.
Oh no.
That was so funny. And then one time we went through this trail in the woods, he got ice jammed in him. Oh, he was so mad because he had to take him off and walk through the rest. We all got out. I'm on a snowboard, so it's hard for me too, but I made it out, and we're all just sitting there, and we're like,
I thought you skied.
no, we're like, where the fuck is Blake? And he just comes walking out. He broke his skis. And I was like,
Oh
I
man,
would
I miss
never-
snowboarding.
I would never ski.
I started out skiing, and then I snowboarded, and then I went back to skiing.
I haven't done any of it in so long, and I miss it.
I need new boots.
Man, I want to do that again.
I didn't ski at all last year, and that's so sad.
That is very sad.
Gotta do ski club.
I don't even know if I'm gonna do ski club this year.
I never did ski club. I did ski club in like middle
It's
school.
good fun.
Should I join just because?
Just cause
I haven't snowboarded in like 4 years probably.
it's tough being the only snowboarder in our group because everyone's like standing there while you're just strapping in. It's
That's why I hated snowboarding. I didn't like having to.
You couldn't
be, like,
walk with it.
connected.
It was
Yeah,
awkward.
It was.
but Eric gave me props. He was like, "You keep up with us for a snowboard." I feel like I'd be shitting my pants. I'm like, yeah. What can I say?
I would
I go
wipe
fast.
out. I can't. I can turn on my back heels, but I can't turn on my toes.
I shred. I fucking love snowboarding. Oh my god.
oh man, I loved it, but
I was good at it.
I was so.
I had to try to be good at it, so I didn't like it.
Mm.
But, like skiing, I just.
I love
I'm so good at
just
skiing.
either going straight or just turning really fast. So much.
I hate when you go for the first
much
time
fun.
every year though, and you're like, oh my god, I kind of forgot how to do this, and then
No,
like by
no,
the end
no.
of the day, you're like an expert again.
The worst is when it's real icy.
Oh, I fucking hate skiing. Yeah. Well,
skiing on ice is meh.
It depends.
Snowboarding on ice is terrible.
yeah, because sometimes skiing on ice, if you have nice edges
You
and
can
it's like the
carve in.
perfect.
Snowboarding.
Yeah.
You turn on an edge, you're going down.
I'm thinking like maybe I should just get back into skiing because I haven't done either in so long. It doesn't matter. Like I don't have an advantage in either one anymore.
Yeah.
Ski boots are just so uncomfortable.
I hate ski boots.
Yeah, but like it's
My
so
boots,
much.
it
Skiing seems
depends.
better.
One day my
than
boots will be
snowboarding.
so comfortable, and then the next time I go skiing, they'll hurt so bad. I don't know.
Who invented skiing and snowboarding? Like what madman was like? I'm just gonna put some wood on my feet and I'm just gonna go down this mountain full of snow.
I wish snowboarding was invented first, because then ski lifts would be different, and they'd be
Yeah.
more comfortable. No uncomfortable ski lifts.
It
man.
sucks when it's just when you
Especially
just
when
got
they
the
don't-
one boot
Especially
buckled
when
in.
they don't have bars to rest on.
And so you're just holding on, trying not to
Well,
let the
you put your
weight
board
of
on
the
top of
board
your other
drag
foot.
you off.
Yeah, but
That's what I used to do.
Yeah, but then it carves up your boots.
Yeah.
And it hurts. Like it's not comfortable.
Yeah. I know some people that if you get the quick release straps, my brother used to have those, so he used to just take his whole board
those
off when
were
he went on
sweet.
the lift. Every time. Because then his left foot, he could just step in and it would click in, and then he would just strap in the right foot. My
I
brother's a
hate,
really
I hate
good
being
snowboarder.
on a lift with people that don't know how to get off of lifts.
I
No, when
I hate getting off of lifts. I just don't like it. I don't know why.
It's so stressful when the person in front of you wipes out and then you're
Oh.
and
Yeah.
then you're like, uh oh, are they gonna
just
get out of
went
the way
soft.
before I
Yeah.
come or because they take so long to get up. They always take so long to get up, and you're just like, you gotta move. Like there's other people behind you. You can't be dilly dallying around.
You ever see people not get off and just get whipped around the thing?
I never saw that, but I saw
I
people
like watching the employees if they're at the top and then they're going down. I like watching them get on and then drive down with their lunch or something. It's funny. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Did you just have a story and Josh cut you off?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's happened
sorry,
like 3
James.
times today.
I'm just hyped today. It's a good podcast. What were you gonna say, James? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Like you're probably gonna start with your story again. So
No,
Oh,
I
can
won't.
we-
Look at ready. I'll mute myself.
Can we please hear it?
I'm interested in what you have to say because you're thinking about getting back into skiing and snowboarding.
Can we take a group trip?
If James tells the story.
Yeah, tell a story.
I was just gonna say that like
Wait, see, one time I was just kidding. You know I had to do that.
Oh, that's so bad. James, please tell your story. Chris, are you kidding me?
You know I had to, James. You just
did you see my face?
you lobbed it out to me right there.
So the only like I didn't see people get whipped around, but the one time I did see, or like a bunch of times I would always see people because I always skied at McIntyre. So people would like, so it was always new skiers and snowboarders, and they would just get off and they would just like stand there, right? And they would just stand they could have gone, but they would just stand there right where everyone else was getting off. I was like, what are you guys doing? And I would have to skirt around them, and they always give you a look like, you just blew by me. It's like obviously I had to get off the lift. I wasn't gonna bowl you over.
And you yell at people.
Sometimes I would bowl them over.
You know,
No, like like if you're ahead of like some people in your group and then you're like waiting for them, if they stand right there to wait for their group rather than going like off to the side.
Yeah,
to wait
that's
for
what
their
they would
group.
do.
Yeah,
They would
yeah.
be waiting for their friends. It's
So
no, that's
annoying.
not what you do.
sophomore year, I only got to go on 3 of the 4 trips, I think, because one of my friends was yelling sexually harassing things at the girls on the lift ahead of us. So we got our pass revoked for the 4th trip.
Nice.
And then this last time, we went on like part of the closed one because it was just straight powder, but it was like closed, and they saw us do it. And of course, we were the ones that got caught out of everyone that did it. And then so that we got taken down. We missed like the last hour of skiing, but they didn't take our passes. We just had to present the 7 tips of skiing to the whole bus.
What?
That's so weak.
7 tips of skiing.
Yeah, it's like I don't even remember what they were. It's like no, stay in control, don't go on closed terrain. I'm like, shut up.
What if you just like bite me, security guard, and you just like skied off?
Mm.
He had like a whistle too. He's like, over here, and we were like, ah, and we kind of like slowed down. And we were like, ah, fuck, we should have just gone around.
You know what? The worst part about skiing is like carrying all your stuff. Like even if you have a bag, just like carrying your skis and your poles. And
It's
maybe
a lot.
You probably have like a drink in your hand or something.
A
It's
lot
like,
of people
ugh.
don't use poles, right? Does anybody?
I use poles.
A lot of
Really?
use poles.
I use poles every time. I don't know what to do with my hands if I don't use poles. Do I just hang them? Like what? It's weird.
When I skied as a kid, I never used poles, and then like I asked my dad about it. He was like, "No, you don't need them." I was like,
Yeah,
"Okay."
you don't really.
I didn't when I was a kid, but I do now.
What do you use them for? Just to like push and get faster?
Yeah, and just like if you're on flat ground, it's just
Yeah,
something
when
to
they
do with your
ski, they
hands.
go on the side. They poke it in the ground really quick.
Yeah.
They think they're cool.
You know, a lot of snowboarders actually use poles. They use like one to like move around. And stuff.
No, that's if we're on flat ground and a skier's nice enough to rent us one.
No, but like I've seen snowboarders.
I've never
on
seen a
the mountain.
snowboarder carrying their own pole.
No,
Josh.
I definitely have when I went to Sunday River 2 years ago.
How do you size snowboards?
It should be like up to like your nose.
I thought it was
It's
chin.
like that same with skiing.
Is it chin or nose?
I think it's
It's like a hockey stick.
Because I still have. I have my dad's snowboard
Skis
and
are
I have my
chin too,
old
right?
snowboard.
Yeah.
I got a new snowboard last year.
So I probably I'm sure one of those fits me
Also,
What?
I got
Just-
new bindings.
on our old snowboards.
Yeah.
What'd you say about the bindings?
I got new bindings.
Oh, okay. How often
Do you
get?
still have boots that'll fit you?
I mean, I could use my dad's. We're the same shoe size, I
Oh
think.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. There you go.
and if not, like he might have bigger feet than me. And I could just put like a bunch of ski socks on, so it's not a big deal.
I was gonna say how often what?
How often do you need to get your bindings changed?
Mine just broke.
So really, it's just until they break. Okay.
I love my bindings, so then I had to replace them, and I don't like these ones as much.
I had 2 snowboards when I was snowboarding.
But I got them for like cheap because I went to a snowboard shop and I was like, I want these ones. They're like, we're out of these ones, but we'll give you these more expensive ones for the same price. I was like, okay. And then I gave them this Visa gift card. I thought I had $50 on, but there was actually $100 on there, so it was free.
Pog.
Pog.
That's Pog.
Sorry, I didn't mean
Um,
to cut you off.
Well, no, I had 2 pair when I just like 2 different bindings on 2 snowboards, and I remember hating the first ones because they were just like they were basic, like you just put the thing in and just cranked it. But the second ones were like more complex, and I liked them better. They had like the padding on the bottom.
I like
you
the
know what I
crank
mean?
ones. I felt like it was always
Yeah, they
very
were still
secure.
the crank ones, but they had like the padding on the bottom. You know what I mean?
It's also fun when you're in the park and you know they're tight enough, but you just tighten them.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
keep
before you
going.
go.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And then you like see how tight you can get.
And you stand up and you hop around and you're like, eh.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this sucks, and then you undo it.
No, there's
Um,
definitely it's like if you're going on like a regular trail, you want them like loose, but then like if you're going into a park, you tighten them up as tight as possible.
I like it tight enough,
doesn't it
but
burn like a lot of calories to do like skiing and snowboarding?
burns your legs. If you're in powder,
yeah.
oh, my
Oh,
God,
your
burns are
calves.
fire.
Oh, the tops of my thighs sometimes.
Dude, you know
That
what really
chair-
you know what
that
really hurts your
chairlift
calves?
felt so good.
Speed walking kills your calves. Like
Mm.
Yeah, shin splints.
Yeah, like walking
sure.
walking
Is
up
that
from
what it- is that what
Hoodcroft
it
in the
is?
morning.
Like right here. These. Oh, shin splints.
Walking up from Hoodcroft in the morning.
Yeah, I had to the other day. I left my keys in Nico's truck and my car keys, and because I was hanging out with him before school, and then after school he was like, "I can't wait for you, so like you have to get here really quick, or I'm just gonna leave them under your car, or in your car." And then so I walked really fast, and it killed. It
Ew.
hurt so bad. Like it was like it hurts so bad, and then like it's flexed because it's throbbing and like swollen, so it's just like that muscle in the front, your calf splint is like flexed,
Yeah.
and it's just so painful. Hate that.
It's not a comfortable feeling.
Calves
One
are such
time-
a weak muscle.
One time, Nick had to run to Hoodcroft to get his clubs for a match. He was so late though; he had to go pick him up. He had bumps coming out of his leg from running. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" It was bad. It was
I know,
gross.
and nowadays with everybody wearing like the Vans, there's like no support in
Oh.
them.
You should see walking up from Hoodcroft in the morning with
Yeah.
with no sole.
Yeah.
It's freezing and it hurts.
One time I was late for a midterm. It was my English midterm, and I was wearing Vans and sweatpants. I was like, oh, I'll just jog it. It won't be that bad. Oh, it hurts so bad.
After SATs last year, I had to poop really bad, so I ran down Hoodcroft Road. So I didn't poop my pants.
I think I remember that.
I was like,
I think you remember telling me that.
I got out late, like half an hour later than everyone else, and I was like, I really gotta go. And I looked around, I'm like, there's no one on this road, and I just booked it. So I wasn't gonna run in front of people. They're gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with that kid?
I know. I never run from.
Even though me and Nick have
That's
to run
cool.
every morning because we park at Hoodcroft, we have class at the English building, and if we're even a second late, our teacher makes us get a pass, but only me and Nick. Like, there's this girl that walks in late every day, but we snuck in late once. He goes, you know what? You guys do that too much. If you're late one more time, you have to go get a pass. I don't care if you're right outside the door and the bell rings, go get a pass.
Who's your teacher?
Mr. Madsen.
The hippie guy?
Yeah.
That guy.
He's cool except for that. I'm like, dang, bro, chill.
Yeah.
But
I feel like
one time we were really late. We were like 5 minutes late and we just walked in.
that chick probably has a
It's really-
504.
He definitely doesn't.
504s are like infinite power for some kids. Like, I know every 504 is different, but like some kids have them, and then you can just like do almost whatever they want, which is wild.
Wild. All right.
God, I just fell asleep for a hot minute.
I've been sleeping really well past few nights.
I've been sleeping too well. I've been late waking up.
I
late.
woke up at 2:40 this morning, and I was like, I felt like I just slept for 8 hours, and I was like, I went right back to sleep. And then I woke up at 5, and I was like, I'm ready for today. Normally I wake up at 6, and I'm just like, not recently though.
Yeah, I had to wake up early this morning because I told you guys I had to drive my sister to that meeting, but I felt great. I was like, yeah, let's do this.
I think it's because I'm falling asleep earlier.
Yeah, seriously, that's such a big part of it is actually going to bed like on time. I went to bed at like 10:30 last night. I'm going to bed at like 10:30
I
every
didn't
night.
even finish the game last night, and I was asleep.
I usually like put my phone down around like 10:30, sometimes 10. But I usually don't fall asleep until like 11:30. I just sit there and
Are you guys reading 1984 in English?
Nope.
Oh, really?
We're still on arguments and persuasions.
yeah.
I forget.
Yes, sir.
I forget what the sign off we did yesterday was, but I want.
It was Toodles Toodles.
Toaster
Strudels.
strudels.
Toaster Strudel. Oh, I just thought of a new one though when I was trying to think of that. Toodles Toodles ramen noodles.
I was thinking chicken noodle, like the soup.
Oh yeah.
Beef soup. It's just ground beef and warm
guys-
water.
All right, I have a quick question before we end. Tomato soup, yes or no?
Yes. Only with like grilled cheese though.
Thank you.
Only with grilled cheese.
Thank you.
Even then, but even then,
But,
it's not
like,
that good.
Tell me dipping.
What else are you
tell
eating
me-
it with?
Tell me dipping your crust in there isn't
Yeah.
like.
That's
Really
fire.
good.
Yeah.
It
That's
is
the
really
only
good.
time we eat crust on a sandwich. But people at my lunch are like, "Ew, tomato soup is. I don't even." And
What
It's
else
good with
do you
grilled
eat
cheese.
tomato soup with though? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
another
No,
meal, I
no,
mean,
no
then-
sane person
and
eats
then-
just tomato soup.
and then, would you rather have tomatoes or celery as a snack? Did
We
I
already
ask
had
you
this
that?
conversation
Celery.
yesterday.
I think I
had
see you.
tacos yesterday.
Wait,
You
you
did?
asked us both yesterday on the
Yeah.
podcast.
But
That's disappointing.
whenever we'd had whenever we have grilled cheese at my house, we always do like chicken noodle and tomato soups. Like your first bowl can be tomato and then chicken, and then you finish off the tomato. It's so good.
Wow, you just got really excited.
Yeah. I love soup. All right. This is how we're gonna do this.
Do you eat
I'm
the
gonna
cru-
say one Toodles.
Do you eat the
You're
cru-
gonna say another Toodles, and then Chris is gonna say toaster strudel.
Do you guys eat crust on regular sandwiches?
Yeah.
I don't.
Not on my pizza. I don't like pizza crust. It's too crunchy.
Thank
It's
you.
too
It depends.
crunchy.
You're eating the handle.
It's not. Yeah,
If
it's
you're
not
eating
good.
the
I
I
get-
don't want that. Yeah.
If I get like Domino's, I'll eat the crust. But if I get like some bummy ass pizza, I'm not eating. The
like
crust.
I came here for the cheese, the sauce,
no.
and the bread under that.
because
Domino's crust is
it has the
fire.
garlic butter.
Yeah.
On it. Oh, but other than that, I'm not eating that handle unless it's cheesy crust.
Yeah, like soft crust I'll eat, but like if it's that crunchy, gross, like flaky crust, no.
All right. We had some good conversations today. We'll be back next week. Toodles.
Another Toodles.
Toaster strudels.